In this video, we are going to completely transform the look of my 2010 Toyota Tacoma because it's getting a paint job. Which, to be honest, I'm looking so forward to, but also really not at the same time. There is a lot of work ahead. We gotta completely pull this truck apart. The whole front clip, so that means the fenders, the hood, these little bits, the headlights, the grille, everything needs to come apart, as well as the doors, the door handles, the mirrors, the guts, the bed, the bedsides, everything. It all needs to be pulled apart because it all needs to be painted. My game plan is to pull everything off the cab and paint all the stuff off of the cab first, bring everything out, then pull the stripped down cab into the shop and paint it in there. Because there is a lot of pollen in the air right now, and if I paint outside like I usually do, I don't think that will end up with a very good result. Before I totally take this truck apart to paint, I gotta talk to you guys about the sponsor of today's video, Onyx Off-Road. Onyx Off-Road is so much more than just maps. With the Onyx Elite membership, you get exclusive discounts of some of the top brands in the off-road industry. Like I'm talking Yankum Ropes, Method Race Wheels, Marlin Crawler, Yukon Gear and Axle, Warn, ARB, and so much more. If you're already spending money on your rig, the Onyx Elite membership pays for itself fast. And of course, you still have all the premium trail info, land ownership information, and offline GPS features that I rely on every time we head out. Whether you're building, planning your route, or just wheeling, Onyx Off-Road keeps you dialed in, on, or off the trail. If you guys want to check out Onyx Off-Road for yourself, my link is in the video description down below. If you want to sign up for an Elite membership, use my coupon code Dirt.Garage, it'll save you 20%. Now let's get back to paint. As far as my preparation for paint goes, it's pretty simple. I did a rough sand with 180 grit, followed by smoothing it all out with 400 grit, which in my case is plenty enough. I'm not going for absolute perfection with this paint job. It's just gonna get ruined in the bush. I didn't even fix any of the dents or deep scratches that existed in the truck already. As long as it looks good from 10 feet away, I'm happy. Today is a really big day because we're finally laying down some paint. I have all of the panels in here all sanded, cleaned, prepped, ready to go. And I just got home from Lordco where I picked up some Shopline 4v6 paint code. And I am very excited to see this, to see the whole truck in color. I got a little kitchen scale here to help me figure out the mix ratio, and yeah, let's lay down some paint. Do I know what I'm doing? Not really, not even close. But I looked up the mix ratio for this specific paint, this shop line JTX direct gloss acrylic urethane paint. This stuff, it's pretty fancy. It's got the clear coat right into it, so you don't need to spray clear after the fact. It's actually the same stuff that I painted the front of the Tacoma with last time to color match all of that fiberglass to the rest of the paint. But now that those box sides are a different color, I just want to paint it how I want to paint it. The mix ratio that I found on Google was 4:1:2. Start with a small batch to begin with. 4:1. I think I'm going to start with like 200, and then the 1 should be about 50 of hardener and 100 of reducer. And that is assuming that I got that 4:1:2 thing accurate, and that's how it actually works. So, well, that looks like paint on zeroed and 202. Zero the scale again, put in 50 of hardener, 100 of reducer. Right there. Stir this guy up. Pour it into the gun. We'll see how this goes. I didn't want to make a full batch, like fill this guy up and waste it in case for some reason this doesn't work. Well, we're gonna find out. I apologize for the jump here. When I painted the cab, it was insanely hot outside, and I think my GoPro overheated, but it turned out pretty good. So now we're on to reassembly of the front clip. It is time to take these doors apart, because I obviously want the paint on the inside of the doors to match the outside of the doors, which match the rest of the cab, which means stripping these guys right down. And if I was smart, I probably would have rolled the windows down while it was plugged into the truck. So if you're wondering how I'm going to roll the window down, with it not attached to the truck. It's pretty simple. You just need to find the plug that is going to the electric motor, which is this guy. You'll see 2 wires. So we'll unplug this guy. It is these 2 pins here by the clips. So that one there, that one there. We'll grab this guy. It's literally just a drill battery. I've got a lead put in the positive and negative terminal, and if I touch those leads to the corresponding pins, the window will move. It's gonna be a 50-50 option on whether it goes up or down because I don't know which way is which. So I'll just connect it, see which way it goes, and if it goes up, we'll obviously send it the other way. Perfect. So now I can get access to that bolt there and that bolt there, and the window should come out. Just like that. On the first door, I ended up masking the whole inside, outside, everything to try to avoid overspray on the window because I figured getting this out was gonna be a big pain in the butt, but turns out it's not that bad. So now, there's not nearly as much that needs to be masked. I think this is my best paint job yet. This truck looks great. Yes, there is a few blemishes here and there. Yes, if you look really closely, some of it is a little orange peely. From 10 feet away, this truck looks so good. This color, it's called Quicksand. It is a factory 3rd gen Tacoma color, which I thought would fit the rest of the 3rd gen look. What do you guys think of the color? Let me know in the comments below. Phoenix says he likes it. Anyways, guys, that's about all the time we got on this week's episode of Dirt Garage. If you could do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button, and hey, consider subscribing. We upload weekly Toyota, building, wheeling. I promise we're gonna get out wheeling soon, and off-roading content. Anyways, we'll see you next week. Peace.